to really show you a different side of Australia, we decided to do 2 wines from Tasmania, as I said in the intro. Now, these are 2 different wines. One is a still wine of Chardonnay, and the other is really their flagship, a sparkling wine. Tasmania is cooler climate. It's a really interesting place. It's an island that's just off the southeast coast of Australia. And it's kind of battered by the cooler climate from all of the oceans that are around. On the west side, you can't grow grapes. It's too cold. On the east side is where all of the grapes are growing, both in the northeast and the southeast, and then, of course, all the way around the coast. So it is cooler here. You're going to get some really great grapes. Now, because of the wind and the cooler climate, also because it is extremely dry here, they have to have irrigation, and there's also a threat of wildfires often in Tasmania. They have smaller berries and smaller yields. It's just limited naturally by both the wind and by the drought. And so even with irrigation, you're getting smaller berries and lower yields, which is great for high quality grapes. Now, what you need in a good sparkling wine is, in this case, Pinot Noir and Chardonnay that have high acidity and really aren't overly ripe, because you don't want really high sugars. It's got to go through a secondary fermentation in the bottle in which you drink it from, because this is the traditional method. That's what Jansz does. Now, Jansz was started by Louis Roederer, the champagne house, who came to Tasmania sort of scouting out some new locations and saw the free draining basalt soils, the cooler climate, and said, this has enough similarities with champagne that I think we could make some really great wines here. So they partnered with a local winery, and they started in 1986 to make wine in Tasmania. About 12 years later, the family that owns Yalumba, the Hill-Smith family, decided to take over Jansz. Roederer was ready to go and leave Tasmania, so they did that and sold it to an Australian family, which is fantastic. Today, the family that owns Yalumba, the Hill-Smith family, runs Jansz. They do a fantastic job. This is a rosé, Pinot Noir, and Chardonnay made in the traditional method. And let's take a look at it. One of my absolute favorites in the world of New World sparkling wine. It is a lovely salmon color, just a tiny bit of pressing. We're not doing a whole lot of dark pressing to get that Pinot flavor here. It's got a balance of Pinot and Chardonnay. Spin it around the glass and take a sniff. Oh, so orange peel. There's some gardenia there, strawberry, roses. It really smells a lot like, that gardenia smell is very strong. Lilac is also here. And you can smell that acidity already. Underneath my tongue is watering in anticipation of drinking this. And also just to observe, nice steady bead or bubble. Again, the secondary fermentation in the bottle is going to help that. And let's take a sip. So good. So you get the breadiness from that long lees aging. You have all of those flavors that I mentioned, the orange peel, the gardenia, the strawberry, a little bit of rose. There's a slight hit of bitterness, and the acidity is so strong. It's really mouth-watering. So delicious. Such a great sipper. Great for an aperitif. This would be fantastic with a fruit-based dessert, strawberry shortcake, something to end your meal, a really special wine. But it's got a bit of creaminess to it also from that long lees aging. An excellent wine. So stunning. Really showing, again, that Australia can make these fantastic cooler climate wines, and it is just a beautiful wine. I really hope that you enjoy this. Like I said, one of my favorite New World sparkling wines, hands down. Absolutely. Just has some character about it that's less fruity, more restrained, more acidic, that I adore. I hope you do too.